3MJY. Go ahead, pick it up.
Yes, WA3MJY, Rick in Jamonville, PA. You guys got pretty good signals here. Tonight I'm running an ICOM IC7610 into an Ameritron 13AL1306 amplifier. And dipole antenna up 70 feet, and the elevation of the station is a little under 3,000 feet above sea level. Just thought I'd break in here and say hello. Over.
Yeah, say hi to the nice man there, Bear. I didn't get what you're running for a transmitter, Rick. You just gave it so fast. What are you running?
I'm running an ICOM IC7610. I'm running it actually remote. I'm sitting here in Connellsville at my what used to be my father's QTH. And a transceiver and amplifier located up at my home in the mountain. We've talked before, Steve. This was the quickest thing I could get on the air. Running about 300 watts of carrier into the antenna, but you guys got real good sits tonight.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think there was another station as well. It's really, you pounded in here, Rick. And the remote thing is cool. Who was the other station, lest he get tired and go away? Yes, the other station who's not Rick. Right, there was two guys who called in. I don't know. You know, operators are standing by, and we have a heavier than normal call volume. So please be prepared to wait on the line. Let's see if Glenn YTN came back. Mike Uniform Charlie, go ahead. Mike Uniform Charlie, go ahead.
No, I was switching the receiver to a different frequency.
Oh, my fault. Never mind. Yes, it's very, very tricky. These alchemists. Anyway, is there another station? If not, back to you, Rick. Make a transmission, man.
This is N1KTY. Good evening, gentlemen.
N1KTY. Don't make it. That's fine. Go ahead. What are you running? Your name, QTH location, and this is an unofficial AM rally frequency.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Your name here is Ernie. I'm located in Maine, Washington, Maine. And I'm running a Johnson Light Control. I don't know, about close to 100 watt carrier. With a dipole antenna. So I heard you guys in there. I've talked to most of you before, but I haven't been on AM for a while. And I'd like to say hello to Steve down in Florida. It's been a long time. Anyway, back to you. N1KTY.
Oh, yeah, Rick's doubling. It has been a long time, Ernie. Let's see, last time we were in the Lonely Guys was back in 2020. Last time we had a conversation was 2017, October 8th, 2017. N1GTY, good signal in here. I'm up in, I've moved since last we spoke. I don't live in Massachusetts anymore. I don't live in Townsend. I live in a small town called Mirror Lake, like mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror Lake, New Hampshire. But I'm actually physically located in South Venice, Florida right now. So that's what's going on here. It's great to hear you. Good to hear that you're still hanging in there and still have the Viking 2 and all things are stable. N1GTY, this is WA1QIX.
Okay, Steve, very good. Yeah, not much changes
Stand by the station, you're doubling with somebody, hold on.
I didn't realize it'd been that long, holy cow. talked to Timmy a few times and stuff. I've pretty well reached the saturation point on the DX, I think, for a while. So, anyway, graduating back to AM a little bit. That's the story. Everybody here's healthy, not much has changed. Everybody's doing pretty well. Been a little chilly down in Florida, I think, from what I've been hearing. K1QAR. Mirror Lake, I think that's by Winnipesaukee somewhere, isn't it? W1QIX and N1GTY.
Yeah, that's right there, Ernie. N1GTY, WA1QX, and HeadHead. Yes, Mirror Lake is right up there in the Lakes region. In fact, it contributes to Lake Winnipesaukee. Mirror Lake is at 509 feet above sea level normally, and Winnipesaukee is at 504. So Mirror Lake is a little stream that runs from Mirror Lake to Lake Winnipesaukee, and we put water into that lake. It's literally right across the street. So we go on that lake sometimes too. But, I mean, mostly you go on Mirror Lake because that's where the house is, right on the water there. Boy, it's great to hear you. It's been a long time from Monson, Maine. I don't want to tie it up here because a lot of folks on frequency might want to say hi. Somebody came in just a moment and asked something, but he doubled with you, Ernie, so stand by a second and we'll find out who that other station was. This is WA1QIX. Wow, that was a perfect double. Who's the station in Florida? No, the transmitter is located in New Hampshire. I'm running remote. I'm controlling it from Florida. I am physically located in Florida, but the transmitter is up in New Hampshire. Go ahead.
How you doing, Steve?
Yeah, no, it's the other way around. I don't have your call, however. Let me get your call down here. There's been stations coming and going, and hi to you, Skip. So let me find out which call sign is, so I know to whom I'm speaking. Go ahead, please. This is Charlie again. Okay. I just didn't recognize. In Rising, you're doing fine. Yeah, but the transmitter is up in New Hampshire, but it's a very good antenna system. Very good. It's not high. It's a very compromised antenna, I guess I'll call it. But it's all I could legally put up in the lakefront district, so it runs between two trees. But the trees lean way out over the lake. They're super high trees, probably 100-foot pines, and they lean out over the lake. And they lean out. One of them leans out pretty significant. I'm surprised the tree hasn't fallen down, but it's very strong. It's a big, huge tree, huge trunk, leaning out over the lake. So the antenna is literally over the lake, and it really works good there. It works amazingly well. Actually, I'm surprised it works as well as it does. Hang on. Excuse me. Anyway, we're down here in South Venice. And I heard Skip in there, so I'm going to be quiet here and let other people work each other. And how you doing, Skip? WT1H, WA1QIX. Take it, and I'll sit back for a bit.
Okay, Steve. Yep, I was downstream a little bit here. Not in here for long, but thought I'd make an appearance. Then I saw this OMJ signal on my pan adapter here, and I said, I wonder if that is who I think it is, and it was. I guess that antenna works well, Steve. Congratulations. Good to hear you, and just basically wanted to say hello. I don't know if I'm going to be staying in here too long or not. It's usually this time of night when I'm starting to get the toes going towards the ceiling. WA1QIX, WT1 Hotel. Over.
Yeah, very good, Skip. It really, you got a great signal too. The band conditions are good right now. WT1H, WA1QIX. Their band conditions are great, and you know that's the key. But the antenna over the lake really helps a lot because you know I have a very good reflective surface under it, and the vertical 25 foot long vertical sections on the end of the antenna, which is only 70 feet horizontal. It's a very compromised antenna. I'm surprised it works at all. I mean, I put it up. I said, well, I'll put this up and then I'm going to look around for an inexpensive piece of land that's, you know, not on a lake, but is a good radio location because there's a lot of land up where I live, particularly as you get nearer into the Ossipee mountain range, which is in my town. But, you know, it turned out the antenna worked so well I didn't have to do that. But I was all set to buy another piece of land just for radio. You know, wouldn't have been expensive because it would have been, you know, not a beautiful house site, but a beautiful radio site. But I didn't have to do it and that's great because, you know, I really didn't want to have to do that. So, anyway, I'm going to go see what Eliza wants to do about dinner. She hasn't been feeling quite herself today, so I'm going to find out what she's thinking about that and probably prepare some dinner for both of us because she's not feeling real good in the stomach right now. So thanks for saying hello again, Skip. I'm going to just temporarily sign out here because it is 7:15. We haven't even eaten dinner yet, well, let alone go to bed or start thinking about sleep. We often don't eat dinner till 7:30 or 8, so that's pretty standard for us. Back to you, my friend, WT1H, WA1QIX.
Okay, Steve, excellent. Alrighty, yeah, I got this as the E-rig on, and it's about time, I should say, and yeah, it's just percolating along here, just lovely, and handling it with kid gloves, that's for sure. It's I just got that extra switch to throw on the TR switch that Wayne made up for me, and so it just takes me a little bit of time, which slows down the process just right on AM, so there's no quick keying, that's for sure. 7-3, enjoy your dinner, and we'll chat soon, Steve. WT1 Hotel 7-3. W2, good old radio.
Kilowatt 1 Alpha Mike.
Yes.
Well, looks like I have to assert my superior technology over you Earth people. WB2G, sir. I think I heard Gordon, if you didn't crap out and you just got keyed, I heard you. And Skip, good evening. Ted is still here, K1QAR. And I believe Rich, operating remote, out in, where is he? Pennsylvania, I think, Rich. Rich, you still on frequency?
Hey there.
Yeah, Ted. Okay, I think Rich has left. I'm still here. Ted's still here. And Gordon, are you coming in?
Yeah, just for a few minutes to say a quick hi. One of those hit and run things, but everyone sounds good here. Nice to hear all these stations, Bear.
Well, it's not my doing. Bob, the anchor station from the museum in Connecticut, was on here. I don't know why he left. Maybe he got tired. He had to go to the bathroom. I don't know. I was just counting on hanging around on his coattails, let him do all the work, as he's done all day. But I wanted to comment to you, Gordon. Neil Young plus Joni Mitchell with lyrics aimed at teenage girls. That is my assessment.
I got the first two things, but what about teenage girls?
Lyrics aimed at teenage girls.
Yeah, is that something that they're doing?
Certain Strawberry Blonde, very popular with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh. They're writing for her?
No! I listened to 3 of her best songs, as recommended by someone who knows. And my assessment was, if you took Neil Young and Joni Mitchell and wrote lyrics for teenage girls, that's what you'd get.
Ah, so it's a Taylor Swift song? I'm trying to catch up to you.
All right, my friend, I tell you, when the Soviets run the country, no good. Yeah. 5-year plan, no good. Okay. All right. We were talking, I'm sure this is thrilling to everybody who wants to do rally, but what the heck. Rally schmally. Anybody can come in. I'll be off this topic in a minute. We were talking about Taylor Swift. And I said I really hadn't listened to her. Well, I went and listened to her. And that was my impression. Neil Young plus Joni Mitchell write the lyrics for teenage girls. That's what you get.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Very cool. Yeah, I've been really listening to her stuff carefully, but any particular song that you liked?
No. It's unlistenable. It's good. It's good if you're a teenage girl and you care about the lyrics. You know, it's all about, you know, having your heart broken and breaking up and nah. No, I'm past my teenage girl phase.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know that about her. Yeah, that's why I don't really listen. I thought maybe that she became more involved as a songwriter and was in the realm of Joni Mitchell. Joni Mitchell's my favorite female artist, her and Aretha Franklin. Okay, well, I won't tie it up here. Good to hear you, Bear. Everybody's booming in here. Steve just dropped off. I don't know where he went, but hello to everybody else here on the, is this part of the AM Jamboree?
I like that jamboree.
The AM rally. Hi, Gordon.
The Jamboree rally. Hey, Steve, how you doing there? Booming in here. How is Eliza?
Oh, she's not feeling super good right now, so she's just taking it easy. Her stomach is bothering her a bit, so I was just about to go in the other room and see about some dinner. See if she wants to eat anything or something mild. I'll make her, you know, whatever she wants. But I heard you come in here, so I came back in to say hello. So W2GOR, good to hear you, Gordon. And yeah, I don't know any songs by Taylor Swift, so I can't comment. It's WA1QIX.
All right, well, tell her I hope she feels better. And just taking a few minutes here. A little ham radio before Christine gets back home from shopping, and she's going to want to use the stove and the oven, which has to remain unplugged while I transmit, otherwise it goes into broil, Steve.
Oh, because RF gets in?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. She's like, wait a minute, why is this so well done?
Yeah, you can probably put some Well, it depends on what kind of a stove this is, an electric stove or a gas stove.
It's gas, but it's controlled by microprocessor. Anyway, it blew up the microprocessor. I told the landlord, and they had to replace it, so we replaced the whole stove. So I unplugged it. I don't want to try one of those QIX recommended big donut chokes. I don't know if that'll be enough. I'm not going to experiment. I'm only here for a few more months. Anyway, hope she feels better. Steve picking up. There are a few other stations. There was another one who just broke in. There's somebody up on 92 AM too. So it's really cool. It's like AM world tonight. W2GOR. Thanks for coming in to say hi.
W1VCM.
There goes another one.
I just want to say hello to Gordon, W2GOR, W1VCM, Bob here at the Radio Museum.
Hey Bob, sounds great, man. Love the way you said. Now I'm trying to remember the radio there. Let me see. I didn't know. What is the transmitter there, and how you doing?
Good. We're running the Gates BC1T, over.
That's right. The BC1T, very cool. Well, it's sounding great here, and all the signals are good. There's no static. Everybody's strong here. How's everybody coming in over there? Are you in Windsor?
Roger, roger. I've had a great time here on the band and let everybody else talk for a change.
All right. Yeah, what did Bear call you earlier? Bear, were you calling him the Broken Radio Society? I was laughing in the other room.
No, I'm only kidding. I call them the Connecticut Museum of, broken radios or some such nonsense like that. I'm only kidding, Bob. I love what you do there. I really do.
No, we move around here an awful lot. I think that's really funny.
Hey, Bob.
I was laughing my butt off in the other room when he said that I was listening on an SDR. I said, I have to come on. Bears in gear. All right. Guys, have a good night. We're going to listen a little bit to WQGOR and have fun. This is very cool. There's 3 frequencies side by side with AM stations here. Anyway, Bob, great what you do there, and it sounds wonderful. Pick it up, Bob, and then I'll let you pass it around. See you guys later.
Thank you. Somebody called out and said, hey, Bob. Who's that?
I was just curious about the letter T on that gate, whether that stood for Timtron.
Not originally, but it might as well be, and it should be. He's the one that converted it from the broadcast band to 75 meters, and we had a lot of fun doing that day, that whole weekend.
Yep. Every time I hear that transmitter, I genuflect.
Very good. Pass it around. WB2GCR, W1VCM.
Just a quick question. Was that the one with the video with Tim?
Yep. Yes, I was involved with that. I was the shaky cameraman, and I was the one that spearheaded the entire project and got everybody together to get it all done.
Okay, because I remember Clark took that. I remember the beginning with the 2001 theme. And that's so funny. Okay, go ahead, Bear.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Yellowified with the ARRL for not keeping it. But I expect nothing of it. There's a couple of other stations still in here. I don't know if Skip T1H has left. Skip, are you still here?
Hey, Bear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this transmitter was never owned by the ARRL. It was owned by this museum, and they only borrowed it for a while.
Yeah, there's a carrier there. Anybody coming in with that carrier? All right. Well, that's fine. I don't want to go.
Everybody on frequency. WT1 Hotel. Hopefully I'm not doubling with anybody, but there's no quick key in this Class E rig anymore. So, once again, good to hear you, Bear. It's been a while. And I'm going to try and be on 75 a little more often, perhaps in the morning. Catch you in the mornings. Bear in the morning. And then we'll have a little bit of time to bat the birdie back and forth. WT1 Hotel, 73.
Well, stick around. Stick around, stick around. Yeah, you'll have to talk to me another time about this TR switching issue. Definitely, and also talk to Quicks. We should be able to help you with that without too much difficulty. You sound great. Big signal, great audio. Great audio, Steve. Yeah, and Ted, I'm still hearing you just fine. And Bob, I was counting on you to anchor the frequency. I wanted to be Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson. Okay?
Okay, very good. Thanks, Bear. Well, I don't have to anchor the frequency. We can all have a good time together here. W1VCM.
All right. Well, you could pick them up if you want, because then it's less work. I can just, stand off to the side and say absurd things and feel good. But KB1S, I think, you're the next contestant on How Is Right.
Hi, Bill.
What's behind curtain number 3? I don't know. What do I win for a prize? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Bear. And, good evening, Ted, QAR, if you're still there. And I think Steve bugged out for a bit. And Bob. Good evening, Bob. And Bob, just for everybody's log and all that, Kilo Delta 1 Sierra Hotel. Bravo India Lima, down here in Ashford, Connecticut. ASHFORD, northeast corner of the state. And running a homebrew rig with a homebrew external modulator into an SP221 amp for about 170 watts out. And everybody is sounding great down here. Band conditions are fine for the rally, and glad to see everybody's having a great time. Bob, I gotta wonder. I know I worked you before on 80 yesterday, but I'm wondering what you're running right now for a rig. The Gates is crystal controlled, so I'm wondering if maybe you're on the DX60, W1VCM, KD1SH.
KD1SH, W1VCM. Well, the Gates is crystal controlled, but it has 2 crystal positions, one for 3873 and one for 3884.4 where we are. 3884.4 is a crystal home ground by Timtron. You really know it's us because we're off frequency, right, Bill?
Oh, that's okay. We're all a little off anyway, so that's fine. We're on, but we're a little off. Yeah, I had forgotten about that. I seem to recall you mentioning that you had a crystal switch made up, because I think in the original appearance of the Gates in the rally, it was only 3873 or close to that anyway. So that's cool. Sounds fantastic anyway, as always. And I heard that you made, 14 contacts on 6 a.m. last night. That was cool.
Yeah, we've made well over 20 at this point, and the Gates came with a 2-position or 2 crystal slots, basically. It allowed for 2 crystals because of Conelrad in the old days. That was Conelrad ready,
Well, very good. That is cool. I still have yet to work the museum station on 40, but of course I worked it on 6 last night and 80, 75 earlier. Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. I'm forgetting all my stuff here, but very good. Yep. Hopefully, maybe it'll be sometime tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning, whatever. I spent a lot of time on 40 this afternoon, so maybe I'll be able to hook up with W1VCM on 40 sometime tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow morning, or whatever. Having a great time in the rally anyway, and giving the little homebrew rig a good workout. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna stand by here because there's a number of people in here. So again, if anybody needs the info for the log, KD1SH, Bill, northeast corner of Connecticut, little town of Ashford, and running a homebrew externally modulated 6146 rig into the Heathkit amp.
Good evening, W1.
So there was a W1 UJR in there?
Yeah, W1 UJR in Wiscasset, Maine. I guess this is the AM rally, so checking in for the numbers. Good evening, gentlemen.
It's W1 UJR in Wiscasset, Maine. This is Whiskey 1 Victor Charlie Mike at the Vintage Radio and Communications Museum of Connecticut. Good evening, and tell your name and what you're running there. Over.
Yeah, very good. And Whiskey 1 is at Victor Charlie Mike, I believe. And you guys have a nice museum. I've been there before. Actually, I've been there a couple times. So my name is Bruce, Bravo Romeo Uniform Charlie Echo Bruce. Located again in Wiscasset, Maine, on the coast of Maine, about 3 hours north of Boston. And the transmitter is a 1947 Collins 30K1, a pair of 75 THs, modulating a single 4-125. The antenna is a 160-meter dipole, fed with balanced line. And the receiver is a 75A1, and the exciter is a 310A. This was all a station that was bought back in 1947 by a ham out in Utah, W7MGA. It kind of all stayed together for the last 70-plus years to end up here in Maine. So I restored this, I think, about 12, 15 years ago, and it's been on the air ever since. So there you go. Hopefully you're hearing me okay. You've got a strapping signal here in Maine. I didn't catch the S meter on the 75A1 to see what you were at, but very crisp, clear audio and very, very strong signal. So I'm just correct the call if I'm wrong. W1 Victor Charlie Mike, W1 UJR, over.
Yes, Bruce, you have the call correct. Whiskey 1 Victor Charlie Mike. Thank you for the kind words about the museum, Bruce. We are well aware of your visits and your and everything, and thank you. Very, very nice to hear you. Well, one of the my most favorite things about amateur radio is the AM rally, and what I like about the AM rally is hearing the tremendous, many different transmitters on the air. The diversity. Between Bill's Ugly Betty, a homebrew transmitter with amp, and I talked to a cake pan transmitter earlier. I talked to a BC 669. Wow. And a Collins 30K1 is an absolute honor to be able to speak with one of those transmitters. That's awesome. I've owned a 310 exciter before, but not the rest of it. So let's pass it around. Bill is on frequency. He's KD1SH. I'm sure you know of him. And we also have Bear on frequency, WB2GCR. Let's turn it to Bear. He hasn't had it for a while. You still there, Bear? WB2GCR, W1VCM.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Bruce. Let me turn it over to my friend Ted, who's may or may not be hearing you. Ted, are you hearing Bruce up in the shore, North Shore, well, Central Shore of Maine? Ted, K1QAR, WB2GCR.
Oh, yeah, I got fond memories of Wiscasset. You know, and thick weather coming into the Aronka Champ, I used that nuclear power plant. Is that thing, Bruce, is that thing still running, that nuke you guys got up there?
Hey, good to hear you, Ted. I haven't talked to you in a long time, but I think we've talked since, but at one point I think you were living out at the airport. And but yeah, the nuke plant got decommissioned. See, I bought my building up here, my commercial building in 03. I think they decommissioned in 03 or 04, so it made all the environmentalists happy. But what they didn't realize is the nuke material is still stored on site. So instead of being in the reactor, the reactor building's gone. Everything's gone. I think that's one of the first nuclear plants that got thoroughly decommissioned. But all the material is still in these casks that are outside. Stored, and there's security and such for it. But so all the nuclear material is there, but all the tax benefits that we had and energy we had from having a nuke plant is gone. So in some ways it was kind of a hollow victory for the environmentalist people that were concerned about it. But yeah, it's gone. But the nuke material is still there. And if you go down the road, I'm trying to think of the name of the road. It's 144, and it goes by the airport. If you go down the road, right down by the river, all that stuff is still sitting up there in a very high security area. So there you go, QAR in the group, W1UJR. And it's the mid-coast of Maine, Maine, over.
Yeah, good old Wiscasset Airport. They had a nice stove there. I mean, I had this little putt-putt airplane, and the heater wasn't much. It was one of these, like a Piper Cub, a rocket champ, and my wife would be sitting in the back, and her feet would be freezing by the time we got to Wiscasset from Boston. And we'd land, and we'd get in there and get next to that stove in that airport for a good half hour before we climbed back in the airplane. Flight to Deer Isle. Anyway, I don't want to hog it here with boring airplane stories.